Da-da-da, and transition. Bang. 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 Oh. This hasn't happened before. Excusez-moi. Bang. What's going on? I'm pressing the button. Well, I guess we do this manually. Transition. Wow. Hey, hi, hello everyone. I hope you're all having a good Thursday afternoon. Cubic, what's poppin'? I hope you're doing well. Is my board working? Oh, okay, it's working. A failed transition. I think that's one of the first times we've ever explicitly failed a transition. Wait, transition. Huh? Okay, hold on. Battle music. Celebration music. Transition. Nope. There's no transition today, huh? I guess we're gonna be manually transitioning today, huh? A bit odd, but we can roll with it. Hey, Cubic, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone's having a lovely Thursday afternoon. Metopia music. I know, Metopia music is great. Metopia? I played... Ooh. You know that one. Exactly. Metopia music is great. I got a good amount of it. I played a lot of it on the 3DS. Man, I want to pick up the Switch version, but haven't pulled that trigger yet, you know? Because I played through a lot of the 3DS version. Anyhow, yeah. I hope you're well, Cubic. I guess today we're manually transitioning. Bang! Okay, so it's gonna be a bit slow today. Oh my gosh. I finally updated... I haven't updated OBS in like a few versions now. And I finally updated. So if anything's broken, I blame the updates. Transition? Bang! MS Paint! Wow, now that's a fun W. Oh my gosh. I keep on wanting to use my board. Oh my gosh. I feel so powerless now that I don't have my stream board. Transition. Bang. Yeah, this kid in your 5th hour handed out a petition to lift his suspension? And then a security guard walked in and handed him another suspension. Huh. Wowza. I can see you've had some weeks so far. You know, it's only Thursday. Maybe there'll be a third letter. Maybe this is that kid's master plan to get more time off of school. They really showed up to 5th hour to hand out petition letters? Interesting. You know what? I'm not gonna judge their actions. I commend them for wanting to show up, I think. What can I say other than them's a thing. Man, I've never had anything wacky like that. Like in Ontario, I could not tell you, like in the school district I was in good old Canada, Ontario, I don't think we had security guards. There's no one I could not say. I don't think there's anyone I would classify as a security guard. You know, there were some pretty cool janitors, some pretty cool staff, but security guards, it's something I haven't thought about in a while. Interesting. Fascinating. Okay, well, I think I have a topic for today. Even though the stream title says you know what happens on Thursdays, well, what happens on Thursdays is that we don't know what happens on Thursdays. I'm not sure how that happened. Sorry, I went completely blank at reading your statement there, Cubic. A kid from a nearby school once said someone stole a urinal once. What do you even do what do you do with a urinal other than like, I'm assuming it's like a male urinal, right? Okay, hold on. How do I transition? I'm so lost today. This is already someday. Bit transition. Bang. Whoosh. So have you ever heard of urinal art? Maybe that's it. Maybe they're like an artist in the making. I don't know how the did they do this during the daytime? There's so many unanswered questions. Why is so many things are broken right now? Why is Firefox huge right now? Transition? Oh my gosh, okay. I did full screen? It's full screen right now? What the heck? Apparently, they only have one police officer for 800 kids. But I still think someone would have stopped them. Yeah, I don't... Like, if you see someone, like... If you're in a school environment, right? And there's... What's the music here? What's going... This stream is something. Why did the bow block music stop? Okay, it's thinking. I swear to... Wait. Yeah, okay. I'm good. Is there bow... I don't hear bow block music anymore. Is it my headphones? Oh, it was my headphones. Oh my gosh. Everything's going crazy today. But yeah, you think someone will stop them, you know? If I saw one of my peers or someone who looked like one of my peers, you know? Like 800 to 1,000 kids, that's about what I expect from like from a school, you know? Around there. But yeah, like, you think someone would maybe like, hey, teach, there's someone walking out of the building with a urinal. Like, what purpose do we have? But like, assuming this is real, because you said this, this is an unconfirmed story. Assuming this is real, what did you do with these? And like you bring them home? You can't sell them to another business. There's no business that's trying to sell like a random or who's trying to buy a single urinal from a random non-plumber. Do you need this for art? Is this just like a general act of vandalism? I want to believe this is more than just maybe they're an artist, like I said. Have you heard of this, Cubic? This is a subsection of arts known as urinal art. There was this famous or infamous, you could argue, case. I think this is it. A fountain? No, not. Is this it? Maybe, yeah. But basically, how the story goes is that this man or this artist, I don't know who it was specifically. Yeah, maybe this is it. They just put a urinal in an art gallery, you know? And this specific piece here, fountain, it looks like they signed it. They put it in the gallery. 16 replicas were commissioned, apparently. 16 replicas of this work, of this piece of genuine, one-of-a-kind art was commissioned. Not the drinking fountain, though. Okay, yeah, not the drinking fountain. Fair. Is this a drinking fountain, though? Or is this like this looks like a urinal consisting of a porcelain urinal. Yeah. So this is like a part urinal. Is that fountain, though? I think this is a piece called fountain. This is a piece called fountain. This is a fountain. This is a urinal called fountain. I'm pretty sure that's why I'm getting from this wiki article. An ordinary piece of plumbing chosen by the champ. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Yeah, and this was submitted for an exhibition of the Society of Independent Artists. So we got our indie artists out here. And this man went to New York City, I'm assuming, or Grand Central Palace in New York, and submitted this urinal, which he called fountain. Let's not get our wires crossed. It wasn't rejected by the committee. Yeah, and once again, he signed it, and he got 16 commissions, 16 replicas. So maybe the kid who stole from your building was really just one of like a master artist, a true modern 21st century artist trying to relive or trying to replicate some of the greats. Another question, if you want a urinal, I'm sure you could find one in a dump. I'm sure you could find one without having to vandalize like city property. Do you need it to be working? Did they need the urinal to be working? Did Okay, let's theory craft this. Okay, this is what I think happened, right? Let's go to MS Paint. Once again, my board isn't working today. I'm very confused. I will have to fix that eventually. Transition. There you go. Oh gosh, I'm having to do things manually. Oh, I feel so old. Bang. There you go. I don't even know the old system I made. Oh. And my keyboard. Come on. Give me my keyboard. Give me a mouse. There you go. Okay, so let's theorize a plan. How to steal a urinal. Okay? This is their master. I'm trying to get into the mind of a true artiste? Thief? Who knows? We're about to decide. How to steal a school urinal. Okay. Steal a school urinal. Yeah. There you go. Oh, yeah. And you may be wondering to yourself, how do we even begin to get into the sick, twisted, genius mind of someone who has stolen a I don't know how to spell urinal, guys. I'm like going to Firefox to figure out how to spell it. Oh, gosh. Like, where do we begin? Is this even gonna be interesting? And I tell you, of course, this is going to be educational. That's why we're pursuing this right now, you know? Oh, there we go. How to steal school urinal. The CubeTincan way, or maybe the way this person did it, I don't know. Because, first off, we need to figure out. I'm asphyxiated on this right now. I didn't have anything else to do today. I'm gonna be real with y'all. So, what better to do than to theory craft this pot head scenario? I don't even know if am I using words right? Is my face okay? Hello? What? Okay, it's moving now. Okay, now it's decided. I feel like I'm going crazy today. But you know what? That's fine. This is just Thursday. Music very appropriate. Swish. Okay. So, okay. Urinal being some sort of hex drill to remove it as quietly as possible. Place it into an extra large duffel bag. Walk it out unsuspiciously. Well done, mates. Mission complete. I like this line of thought, Cubic. I think you're really getting into the mindset of a struggling artist who is going through any means possible to achieve their goals. You're doing this quietly, you're doing this in a non-destructive manner, and you're causing locomotion. This is not what this is supposed to look like, but it's okay. Here, let's put this out. This can be a reference, right? Okay? Now, along with this... Oh my gosh, there's so much swapping right now. This is not what is this... Bang! There we go. Okay, so... your urinal theft? What every type of urinal theft? Is there any news reports of urinal theft within the past... ever? Man. Bandit arrested in theft of urinal flush valves? No. We don't need a flush valve. That's who cares about the flush valve? We're here for the urinal itself. Serial toilet thief. Maybe this is it. Oh, the TikTok devious lick challenge. Oh, you know what? Fair. I don't know. I forget. I remember reading. Because I'm boring. I read about the devious click. I'm not on TikTok enough to know about these things. That's not the type of content I engage with. But fair, the devious lick challenge. Yeah, that could be it for people stealing it, so they can do a devious lick, quote unquote. Okay. But this, now this. No, the wrong music. Sure. Yes. Okay. So, listen up. We're about to get into the mind of a theoretical toilet thief. Right? Toilet thief? Toilet artist thief. We're still figuring that out. Once we get into the mindset of it, we'll figure it out as we go along. Transition. Okay, apparently, in Japan, there was this serial toilet thief. Now, this is go into his methodology, into his mindset. Apparently, the Japanese police had arrested a man carrying out several toilet thefts in a case which left many baffled because they don't understand his thought process. The police arrested Takada. Oh my gosh. Takada. There we go. They arrested Takada, an office worker at one of the construction companies. Okay? So this is someone who has had easy access, the ability to obtain urinals at will, working within a construction company, okay? Step 1. And after he sold a brand new toilet to a second-hand store in the city, officers believed Takada used his knowledge of the workers' schedules to sneak into the sites and steal the toilets while they were off shift. Okay. Daffy Duck once stole a toilet, okay? After complaining earlier in the episode that toilets have no reason the companies have no reason to lock their bathrooms. Okay. Alright, Daffy. Okay. So I think we're getting valuable information right now. Daffy Duck stealing a toilet. Alright. Okay, Daffy Duck, man, this is very... I feel a copyright happening just by opening up this link. Okay, guys, get ready for this lovely slideshow that I'm about to show you, alright? So, you go accessing the Warner Brothers security cameras. We have gained the ability to look at the event from 11 months ago, because this totally happened 11 months ago exactly, of Daffy Duck stealing a toilet. Is there closed captions, please? Yes, there we go. There's a bathroom down the hall. There's a bathroom key, right? He's gonna steal the toilet. I don't know why his nose is broken there. Or what? Oh, okay. Right, not as broken. It's just shaped the way it is. All right. So he runs away. He brings back a toilet. He shows it off to Bugs Bunny, and he's there to prove his points. Is there something wrong with him? No, there's nothing wrong with him. Then he leaves. Beautiful. My eyes are tearing up. Okay, so what have we learned? Why? So okay, maybe. So. Oh my gosh, my board is not working right now. This is a mess of a screen, but it's fine. Now, we have just learned the why of people stealing toilets. People are stealing toilets to make money, to prove points, to create art. So now that we have obtained the mindset of the why is a toilet a desirable thing to steal, we can figure out the how, right? So, Cubic, you've already brought out a big point here, right? One of the great undestructive method of stealing the toilet, you bring in a hex drill, you know? You just uninstall it. It's that easy. Toilets need to be installed so they can also be uninstalled. So step 1. So if combining all of the information, we are here to prove a point. Okay, step 1. How? Hold on, I gotta fix this. How? So this is not what I need. How slash why? Why slash how to steal a school urinal? 1. Step 1. Find a point to prove. Because once you have a point to prove, you have motivation. You have a reason to carry out your deeds. Find a point to prove. Now, let's say theoretically, our points to prove in this server is that anyone is willing to buy a toilet, you know, from anywhere. If you are presented a toilet by a CubeTincan, such as myself, anyone would buy it. That's the point we're trying to prove. That anyone would buy anything from my adorable face. That's the point we're gonna prove. That I can make anything be sold. That's our reason. Find a point to prove. Second, find an art buyer find an art buyer. No. That's not second point. That's obviously the second point. No, why is it Coconut Mall right now? Oh gosh. Okay. Why? Okay, hold on. Okay. So we have why we would steal a toilet. I'm just changing the title of the stream just because how slash a urinal. Sorry, we're not even stealing toilets. We're stealing urinals specifically. Okay, let's see. Is that a legal name? There we go. Okay, so first we gotta prove a point, just like Daffy Duck, right? We gotta prove a point to Y. Second, find your target. Find your desired urinal, right? Find the urinal. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of finding to this easy plan of ours. Find a urinal you want. There we go. Right? And here, let's find like let's get some pictures here to help illustrate what's going on here. There. So here. So as an example, right? I want to prove a point. So we're going to use a picture of me to represent that. Next, we're going to find a urinal that we want. What's the nicest urinal that we can find, right? Transition swipe. There we go. Okay. Urinal thief, we don't need anymore. Fancy. There we go. You gotta find a fancy. Is this a dragon's mouth and its lower lip is the urinal? That's such a stretched out jawline. Now this one is like a similar idea, but it's like kind of bougied up. Is that the proper word for that? I like these ones. These ones are just like flowers. Nice. This is a wall of urinals going horizontally tall. Excuse me? How do you reach? Is this for like the giant? Is this for Slenderman? Is that why? How tall you gotta be to use those upper toilets? Because those are definitely meant to be used. Okay. Is that frog? I don't like these ones with like the open mouths. You know what? But like this is like a fun barrel. I've seen one of these before. I think I've used a urinal like this before. I want to say. But this is what I want. This is the urinal I want today. Okay. Gonna take a screw. Okay, did not mean to open out the path. There we go. This is what happens when I don't have a game plan for today, you know? I just go off with whatever topic interests me most. And today it's urinal theft. Oh, before we forget, make a Minecraft tree tier list. Oh, someone made one and you disagree with their rankings? Of course, Cubic. Of course. I feel like we're really due for like the first tier list of the year. I was thinking like, yeah, we could do that. Like Minecraft tree tier list. Ooh, Minecraft trees. Jonas has gone into Minecraft within the past few months for like the first time, like as a completely new player. So they would give us a great unbiased opinion, you know? But let's see, where am I going? I'm trying to go MS Paint, please. There we go. So find a urinal that you want. Today we want this beauty, this absolute gem. Find a urinal you want. Okay, there you go. Let's pretend that this is installed in your local private school, you know? Right up here. Right up here. Urinal local public school. Wait, no, local private school, because this is definitely how private school is. Yeah, Jonas, you weren't there that stream, but we spent an entire stream just looking for like Minecraft stuff. It was fun. It was a bit of a nostalgia trip for me, but yeah, it was Jonas's like very first exposure to Minecraft. Like they started playing like within the past, it was like just before the end of last year, I believe. It was like November. They started playing Minecraft with friends, like vanilla Minecraft for the very first time. And they know nothing about Minecraft, so it was cool to get a bit of their insight. So yeah, once again, unbiased tree opinions, you know? Because we here at CubeTincan only make that's not the scream. No, please. The most objective tier list is what we make. Did I? There we go. What the heck? Okay. So let's go back here. So we need to find find a toilet that you want to steal, right? Now, going with your plan from earlier, right? Bring some sort of hex drill. Hex drill. I agree with that, Cubic, okay? Okay? So, but we need to know the specifics in this channel, right? We're not here to leave anything up to chance. If we're going to procure such a fancy urinal, we gotta do it the proper way. How to install a urinal. Hopefully this doesn't show anything I don't want. There you go. Okay. Yes. This is an old video, doesn't matter. Okay, no, look, American standard. Okay, I think that would be good. We just gotta see what tool they're using, you know? Well, that's all we want to see. A lot of great information out here on the YouTubes. Pause, please. My gosh, why does it take forever to load? Here, let's see. Seeing if they had like a tools list in the description here. Okay. So here he's measuring out the space in the wall, right? Okay. So he's finding it. He's marking drill holes. Okay, so he's putting studs in the wall. That makes sense, so he can help mount it. Right? He's hammering in the holes. Oh, is it a mounting mechanism there? I did not know that. Is a urinal just kind of like hanging on there? It is. Oh, okay. Okay. And he's applying glue, so it's adhesive. So in American school systems, they don't use a drill or like bolts and nuts. It looks like they're using an adhesive and lining up the holes properly, so everything goes nice and tight. Okay. We gotta bring a heat gun. Exactly. Okay, so so that makes sense. I would be surprised if there was completely no like screws or anything like that used at all. But no, there's tiny nuts here. Looks like he even just like he's hand tightening them here. I'm sure he's gonna go in with like a yeah, he's using a tiny wrench. Yeah, or some type of solvent. Exactly. You have the right idea, Cubic. Look, we're gonna become pros at both installing and removing urinals by the end of the stream. Let me tell you. Oh my gosh, look at this. Okay, so the main points that you need to disconnect. You need to disconnect the toilet, the urinal, from the pipe, the flushing mechanism, from the back pipe, and off of the wall itself. Okay. So a wrench. Okay, I got it. Guys, we know what we need to do. My face is not working. Oh gosh. Yeah, my face will fix itself. I'm sure. Bang. Yeah, okay. There we go. That looks a bit nicer. Okay. So, let's go. So, number 3. Bring tools. Find tools. We're carrying out. So we're gonna figure out the 3 F's right now, you know? Find tools, and we'll put like a little subsection here. Little dash right here. Wrench. So a wrench should be able to, like, just a general all-purpose wrench should be able to get the size of any hex nut at the top of it. Those are called hex nuts, right? I don't know how tools work. There we go. Find tools. Wrench. We need a baby wrench as well. So a baby wrench for the bottom pipe. Baby wrench. And now heat gun / solvent we'll put. I'm sure you could use both, but you know what? Let's have a little bit of creativity, a little bit of flexibility, you know? Why not? We don't need to put in hard rules here. This is more of like the guideline, you know, of how one should approach obtaining a urinal through theft. Look. Cut the music. If any one of y'all who are lurking in the stream, because I know Cubic is a responsible goldfish, you know? You're not just gonna be going out committing random crimes, right? No, definitely, you know? If any of you follow my guidelines, don't reference me, okay? I did not give any of you these guidelines, you hear? Okay, cool, good. Now let's continue. I didn't give any of y'all these hot tips on how to steal urinals. Okay, so find tools. So you get wrench, baby wrench, a solvent, and let's put in an optional here. We'll put in an optional right now. Option? Oh my gosh, I cannot spell option right now. You know what? I'll pretend it's right. Optionally, duffel bag, right? So you could carry the toilet out, the urinal out. Yes, that is a deal, right? Duffel bag. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that. Lovely. Wow. Much wow. Much wow. I should put like a quick Dolce face there. There we go. There we go. This doesn't need a proper image, but there you all. Wow. Okay, so let's review the 3 F's before continuing, right? First, find a point to prove. Okay? Today, we want to prove that I, CubeTincan, can sell anything. We're gonna get CubeTincan urinal Christmas merch next year. Because that's what the people are asking. Second, find the urinal you want. I want this exquisite dragon mouth. Not really a dragon. I don't know. Like a gargoyle. Something like that. Next, we find tools. Right. Yes, we need tools. So our main tools are a wrench, a baby wrench, and a heat/other glue the solvents. You know, something like that, right? But of course, how could I almost forget? A pen, paper, and tape to write the IOU, you know? To be polite, of course, you know? Like, we gotta make sure no one is, like, getting hurt. Because we're here to steal toilets ethically. I feel like I'm not saying that word right for whatever reason. But yes, we're here to ethically steal toilets today. Let's go. This urinal will be ours, but we'll do it politely. Oh boy, who howdy. Here, I'll put this. I'll take a screenshot of a bit. There we go. I'll put it in optionally. I do optionally duffel bag. And that's not my brush. There we go. Brush. And no. This isn't optional. What am I saying? This isn't optional at all. Let me move this down, I mean. There we go. Gotta love Meta Knight's music to this as well. Beautiful. Really captures the high octane action we are committing right now. Yes, this is not an optional step. This is required. If we're going to do this, we're going to do it politely. If you're here learning how to steal urinals the right way, we're going to do it the right way. There we go. That's beautiful. Thank you for reminding us, Cubic. Would hate to impose, would hate to be rude in a situation such as this, right? So, okay, the 3 Fs looking great. Find a point, find urinal, find tools. Beautiful. This is really shaping up. Next, execute, I feel like. Next, we have all of our steps, we have our plans. Could we do a detailed breakdown of the schedules of the people attending the building? Of when is the best time to actually steal the toilet? No, we don't need that. We're polite. They're just gonna let us walk right in and take it for ourselves anyway. Yes, it will still count as stealing because no one approved on us taking the toilet, you know? The urinal, I mean. But we're going to be polite. We don't need a schedule because we're going to be so polite that we can walk right in and take it with the duffel bag, of course. We gotta be a little bit discreet, you know? Plus, it's just easier to hold that way. Come on. Like, obviously. Swish. Transition. Wow. There we go. Brush. 4. There we go. Yes. Execute. Why just write execute like this? No context. It almost sounds malicious, but no, we're doing it. We know that we're here to execute politely. So here, allow me to... There we go. Ooh, wow. Politely. I don't know if I spelled that right, but let's not worry about the grammar right now. We're doing something much more important than grammar checking anything. We're here to steal urinals politely. Execute politely. And so, assuming all goes well, yes, we could make a backup plan. Yes, we could. Yes, this, yes, that. Yeah. Some people would want to be, quote unquote, more prepared to steal a urinal. But if you're following the patented 5-step formula of stealing a urinal from made by CubeTincan community right now, if you're following the CubeTincan community guidelines of stealing a urinal, you don't need any of that extra fluff. You just need to follow these 5 easy tricks that urinal thieves don't want you to know. And you've got it. So you've proved, you found a point to prove. You find the urinal you want. You find the tools to take the urinal, and you executed correctly on taking the urinal. Bang. Transition. Next, the obvious last step is to find the buyer here. Because we stole it to prove a point. We need to find, because remember, if we're going back to the great urinal grabbers of old, Takada, right? Takada stole urinals to make money, which is a bit of a shallow point, but he wants to prove a point, you know, that you could just get urinals and sell it off to random people. So I respect that. Takada, they're doing their thing, you know, right? They're proving their own points. And of course, if you remember the great Duchamp? Sorry, it was Duchamp, right? From the 1970s, was it? Something around that time. In the 1900s, right? They did it. They didn't quite sell. They got their work commissioned. They got replicas commissioned, and they provided their work to an art museum. So here, we need to sell our work to an art museum because we get to prove a point and make a little bit of cash, you know? But of course, you know, like, CubeTincan and its affiliates are not responsible for any urinal stolen by anyone using our methods. Please use these at your own discretion. This is educational content, of course. Transition. Bang. Ooh. This is a good mix. Of course, there's a Wii Sports remix by Noteblock and Russell. Lovely. I think I pronounced that name so wrong. Anyhow. What am I doing? There we go. Step 5. Sell to art museum. Sell to art. Yes, you could sell this off to a private collector. To someone, to anyone. You could sell this off to anyone. But we're selling it to an arts museum. We are contributing to the art community. We are generating discussion around the points we want to prove. We are getting eyeballs on the issues. We are sharing our theft with the world. Have we become like Robin Hoods at this point? We steal urinals from the rich private schools to give them to share its culture with everyone, not just the poor. But you know, why not? If it helps out the poor. It's not like they're explicitly using the urinals though. See, we're stealing the urinals and giving it back to educate the people's minds. No, you cannot pee in it. I'm sorry. Like, maybe you could, but it's not hooked up to anything. I'm just warning you now. Anyway, that's not why I want to press. There we go. Oh my gosh. Man, I miss my sound, my cute little touch board already, even though it's like right in front of me. It's just not working. Anyway, sell to an art museum? I'm gonna spell check that word. I don't know how to spell museum. Art museum near me, sure. S-E-U-M, okay. Oh yeah, there you go. I had it right. Wow. I doubted myself there. So, man, I gotta say, this is some of our proudest work yet. So here, how about let's continue to kind of like flesh this out, you know? Right now, Cubic, are you feeling anything that's off with our patented 5-step guide to stealing urinals? Because I think it's pretty good so far. Wrench tool bag. We're just gonna add some pictures to kind of like, you know, make it look nice, make this look pretty, you know? Oh, of course, if you're stealing a urinal, you gotta do it in style. So pick whatever duffel bag works best for all of you. But right now, I'm really vibing with this pink accented toolkit right now. But yeah, you see no flaws? Beautiful. That's just that. I'm just making sure we're covering all bases right now. And if we've done it, let's chill out a little bit, you know? This is not quite the music I was thinking, but hey, you know what? Never gonna say no to some good old Metopia. Yeah. I'm like getting these screenshots right now. Stylish wrench. Is this Forrest Hammer wrench? Nice. I'm trying to think of a wrench that really speaks to me right now. You know? That's just a guitar. That's just a guitar. I'm like, is that a wrench? No, that's just a guitar. Ah, there we go. This is a perfect one for the baby wrench. This really speaks baby wrench right now, you know? So cute, so tiny, so baby. There we go. I'm just adding these to the MS Paint document off on the side here, so don't worry. Let's just go back up. There are some decent. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought one of these were like really fancy. You know, it's fine though. It's fine. You know what? Why not put this to the? I like this guy. This guy's a bit quirky. I was looking at it from the beginning, so let's not doubt myself now. You know. There we go. You can't see it right now, but I'm crunching the image. Oh yeah. There we go. It's beautiful. I need to show this off. Just look at this. Beautiful. That wrench. Gorgeous. Had to really think on that word there. Bang. Oh, I put heat. Well, you know what? You guys understand it's a heat gun. So, cool heat gun. Because everyone knows you need style when it comes to heat guns. There you go. I don't. This looks more like a hair dryer, but you know what? Let's go for it. There we go. We'll just put like one heat gun. We don't need to put like a bottle of solvent beside it. There we go. Here, let me put IOU sign. Yeah, no, I think this pretty well encapsulate the idea of what we needed there. I also like this businessman holding an IOU sign. Nice. I know what IOU is like supposed to mean, but what does it actually stand for? Hold up, I actually don't know. I've never heard someone just say what it means before. I can get what I understand. What does it mean again? Hold up. Just real quick. So make sure I'm not done. IOU. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. IOU. Yeah, IOU, stuff like that. Right, that makes sense. Let's see. Next is a duffel bag. Optional duffel bag, of course. Duffel bag with style. I don't want to shop right now. Thank you, Google. I like that. Duffel bag had like shoes in it. That's not quite what I was looking for there. I get like a Nintendo duffel bag real quick. You know, I feel like Nintendo is just a good big thing that I could see duffel bags being made for. Ah, yes, this is not 100% duffel bag like, but it's close enough. It gets the idea across. You know, you're not quite fitting a urinal inside this travel bag right now, but it illustrates the idea, and really that's what matters most. Next is to execute politely. How do I illustrate this? Polite conversation. I was gonna type polite execution, but I feel like I may not want to say that. Yeah, you know what? This really speaks to me right now. This sign right here really speaks to me. Let's get a little bit of this into the MS Paint document. Off on the side there. Beautiful. And now? No, wait, I said... I just realized in the MS Paint document, I wrote steal to an arts museum. No, we've already stolen the urinal. We need to sell it. We're not here to steal it again. Oh gosh. Let's just like cross that out with like blue. Red's a little too aggressive for this. Sell. There we go. Sell to an art museum. Beautiful. There we go. Where's my mouse? There we go. Okay, now you're selling off to an art museum, right? Selling to an art museum. Ah, nice roulette cubic. Man, I can't believe it. You have enough cubes that you're just above 10k passively. Nice. Better roll next time, you know? I like this image of this guy holding this painting. Whatever's happening in this picture. There we are. And with that, I think we've done it, y'all. Temporary would be proud, exactly. Temporary would be proud of the points we have today. We carry them out in their honor, you know? Look at that. There's even celebration music for your points, Cubic. Yeah, I'm gonna like... Would hate to have this off screen, you know? But guys, y'all, lads and ladies, lords and flies, I think we've done it. The patented 5-step guide, the 5-step CubeTincan community guide on how to and why to steal school urinal. Let me say that again. The patented 5-step CubeTincan community guide on how/why to steal a school urinal. Beautiful. Brings a tear to my eye. Wow. Just look at this beauty. Wow. Once again, to go over everything, the 3 F's. Number 1, find the points you want to prove. Number 2, find the urinal you want. Number 3, find your tools. A wrench, a baby wrench, a heat/solvent, a pen, paper with tape to give you an IOU sign. Gotta be polite here. And optionally, a duffel bag. Optionally. Number 4, you execute the plan politely. And number 5, you sell it off to a museum. Let's go. You do it. Then you make your points, you make some money, and everyone, the community is richer for it. Wow. Cubic, I gotta say, thank you for bringing this important topic to our attention today. Really, I feel like I've become greater as a tin can for having looked into this and really having theory craft the possible solutions to this difficult problem we had in front of us today. I'm not sure. Ooh, whoa, let's not have that happen. I'm not sure why or how that person who supposedly stole a urinal from your school did it and achieved what they did, for what reasons, but I gotta say, however they did it, I think we found a better method. Straight up. This is gonna be an odd one for the archives, but it's gonna be a good one. Exactly. Right now we're gonna be putting this document in the MS Paint Museum and the CubeTincan Discord server. Join for more goofy fun stuffs like this, you know? Wow. I feel proud right now. I feel pride when looking at this. Beautiful. Poetic end to the music. Don't know why the music double skipped like that. Anyhow, we've just made an hour right now. This is perfect. I was only gonna stream for an hour today because I got plans for later tonight, like some work stuff. Boring, but it needs to be done. But yeah, honestly, I think this is a good time to kind of wrap up the stream there. I'm sure we could go on for another 2-3 hours just discussing the nuances of how to execute a toilet stealing, you know, how to find the toilet you want to steal, finding the points you want to prove. We could definitely go more in depth for this, but now's a good time, you know, because I got to clean up for the night, for the evening. You know, the internet hasn't died today, which is good. I was worried that this stream would have internet problems like last one, but no, we've been very consistently strong this stream, which is good. But yeah, anyhow, Cubic, once again, thank you for bringing to my attention the important topics. Exactly. And you couldn't have said it better yourself, Cubic. Enjoy the rest of whatever Jonas Swift said, ness of your days. Y'all have a great rest of your weeks. Hopefully I get to catch y'all this Saturday. And yeah, check out the YouTube for any lurkers. Check out the more Twitch, I guess. Woohoo! For anyone who's lurking. I'll catch y'all in the next one. See you guys. Goodbye. My face is not working. Steal urinals responsibly. CubeTincan and their associates are not responsible for any toilets and or urinals that may have been stolen with using our guidelines. Thank you.